Do you think the fact that Taiwan and South Korea don't really have any natural resources, and therefore we had to rely on technological development, initially obviously starting with cheap labor, and then we built our economy that way. We had tens of thousands of Koreans, hundreds of thousands of Koreans going to Europe, for example, to Germany to work in these mines and bringing back foreign currency and things like this. And then ultimately, just to give you an example, like my great-grandfather, so my mother's grandfather, he was the founder of the shipbuilding industry in Korea. And the way he started the shipbuilding sort of phenomenon in Korea, which is now the number one, industry in the world, maybe now surpassed by China because Hanjin has just gone bankrupt. My great-grandfather built the first ship of Korea and traded with the United States with the Republic of Korea flag for the first time in history of Korea as a nation.
Wow.
And so, and he did that by basically resalvaging a sunken Japanese ship, a cargo ship in the Korean waters. And he basically studied it, he dissected it, he rebuilt it. And that was the first ship of Korea called Korea, which is Koryo. Korea comes from the name Korea, which was before the Joseon dynasty. And so that's how he started the industry in Korea, was he basically repurposed a sunken Japanese ship and then ended up building a corporation that was the most successful, Asian, or in general, one of the most successful shipbuilding companies in the world. And now, therefore, Korea has one of the top, it is the top shipbuilder in the world. That's the same story with a lot of Korean corporations too. So Samsung, LG.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of these companies were OEM, so third-party manufacturers for Japan because of their cheap labor. And what we did was we got a bit of technology, under the table from the Japanese managers and technologists, and we were able to then start manufacturing our own products. And for example, with TV, we have the most most technologically advanced TVs in the world. For example, Samsung, LG, and so on. And all of those parts and the lineage you can trace back to when they were manufacturing Japanese TVs, for example. And obviously that goes back to the Germans with the Americans and so on. But so that was sort of the initial kind of the spurring of the industrial moment for, I think, Korea. We were able to learn and copy a little bit and then perfect it and make it even, more advanced, beyond what was present. So, I guess I'm curious about Taiwan.
I would say first of all, I'm not particularly working in Taiwanese political economy, but as far as I know, I think that's kind of general understanding that Taiwan has gone through quite, if not identical, quite similar political, also economic trajectory over the past decades after World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and that's why I think still now, some Taiwanese people, at least until the point I left Taiwan, I think many people still took, maybe now still take Korea as the competitor.
Taiwan does.
Yeah, in many industry, especially IT and whatever.
And we have the pressure, and Taiwan and Korea both have the pressure from the close neighbors, right?
Yes.
And so there's always there's a terminology called the Korea discount. So when foreign investors look into investing in Korea as a country, then they will always apply a Korea discount because of the fact that we are unstable geopolitically because of our neighbors in the north.
Oh.
So that's called the Korea discount.
Korean
and
discount.
Definitely Taiwan has a discount to some extent too. Taiwan discount.
Maybe. Yeah. Taiwan discount.
Maybe. Okay.
Yes.